Welcome back, Swag Team. It's your boy Swagologist back again with another SwagU movie review.
Drip, drip, everybody tripping, slipping on my drip. Got swag and we drip. Got swag and we drip.
Welcome back, Swag Team. It's your boy Swagologist back again with another SwagU movie review, and today we are doing Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse, and this thing was amazing. Sony is back at it again. They are back in their bag, doing what they do best and making animated Spider-Man movies that are the greatest movies we've ever seen in Spider-Man's history. I'm talking about, had expectations all the way up to here and they exceeded them. I don't know how they could figure this out. They have figured this out, and I love this series. I love the Miles Morales Spider-Man movies. They are just perfection. I mean, I thought the first one was the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time. Then MCU said, hold my beer, let me give you No Way Home. It did. You know, Sony said, nah, you can take that beer back, but hold this one. Because they just dropped the greatest Spider-Man movie to ever be seen by human eyes. I mean, it's right up there with No Way Home. I think they're on the same exact level. This movie is so beautiful. One thing about it is for sure, it is beautiful. The animation is just incredible, and you can just take screenshots of almost every frame and put them on your wall. That's how beautiful this movie is. The way they balance, the animation balance in this film is incredible. You thought it was great in the first one. In this one, it is ridiculous how many different animation styles they have pulled out in this film for the different multiverses and the different Spider-Men and Spider-Women that are in this film, and how they balance it in one shot. There could be 3 different people with 3 different animation styles, and then sometimes up to 6 or 7, and that is just crazy. But they do it flawlessly and elegantly and with such attention to detail, which is so great. I love this film for all that it does with this animation style and animation. It is just, oh my gosh, the attention to detail is real. And I love that this is just seems like a big love letter to all Spider-Man fans. Like, people that understand the lore, watch multiple Spider-Man shows, movies, cartoons, or whatever, or just know your Spider-Man shit, this is for you. This just shows how much they care about the Spider-Man character and his lore and everything of that nature. You will see things that you don't expect to see. You will see Spider-Man that you don't expect to see. You will see things that you just wasn't even thinking that would be a thing in this film, but they do it, and they do it so great that have people cheering in the theater when they see certain people. It is crazy. I love it. I love the subtle cameos and shock value that they brought to this, and I love the big ones. This thing pulls no punches when it comes to Spider-Man and his history. I love what they're doing here. I cannot wait for another film. I cannot wait for another film in this world, because my God, they are just setting the bar so ridiculously high. I cannot stand it. I can't contain myself. I love this movie. Miles Morales is back at it again, doing what he does best, making good quality jokes, and all the comedy comes straight from the characters. Once again, that is the best way to have comedy, is when it comes straight from the characters, and they do it so good because the writing is so well done for these films. The story is so good and juicy. It is just, man, perfection on screen. I'm serious. Like, if you love Spider-Man, you're gonna love this movie. As you know, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time, and now Miles Morales is definitely in my top 2 of all Spider-Man of all time, because this Spider-Man right here, Miles Morales, they write him so well, and he, like I said, his comedy is just perfect. His arc is just so beautiful, and the fact that he is, like, for me, in this Spider-Man series, this current Miles Morales in this Spider-Verse series is the most inspirational Spider-Man I have ever seen put to screen ever. The way that they wrote him, he is so inspirational. More inspirational than Peter Parker, even though they gave Peter Parker his flowers in the first one. Just more inspirational than Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, anybody you think of. This Miles Morales is the most inspirational, and I think it's partly because of his performance and the way Demi Moore, the actor, delivers his lines, and the music. The music in this film, my God, boy, it just brings the emotion out of me. These movies hit me hard, and I don't know why. Like, I get so invested in what's going on in the story and in the characters that I actually get emotional in these films. I got emotional in the first one, the What's Up Dangerous part, you know, if you know, you know. And then in this one, I got emotional again, and I'm like, yo, how do they do this? Because the way they just, the music, the way it builds up what's going on, the tension, the anxiety, the happiness, the sorrow, everything, every time the music comes on, it comes on perfectly for what's going on in the situation on the screen. And my God, it just puts me back as that 8-year-old who fell in love with Spider-Man when he seen him on screen and never looked back. And they just make me feel like that kid again every time I watch these films. And it's not because it's a kiddie show, it's because it understands what Spider-Man is. Like, he really truly understands who Spider-Man is. Now, Tobey may have said it in No Way Home, but they brought it home with this film. Like, man, it's just perfection. Miles Morales is the most inspirational Spider-Man, hands down, ever on film. Then I love his chemistry with Gwen Stacy and Spider-Gwen, and I love Spider-Gwen in this film. They just make her arc is so good and so well done. My God, man, love it. Gwen is just great in here. We learn more about her. We get more from her character, and I just love what they did with that. And like I said, her chemistry with Miles Morales is just beautiful. It's done so elegantly, and it's very entertaining. And they are definitely carriers of the film. And every time they're on film, every time they're on the screen, I'm captivated. They're just very captivating to watch. The parents got more to do in this film for Miles Morales, and I love that. I love getting more from his character with his parents and learning how to be Spider-Man and learning how to be a good son and trying to balance both, and knowing that most Spider-Man can't do both, but they figure out a way. And I love that balance and how they let the parents shine as well as Miles Morales shine. Not just Spider-Man Miles Morales, but when he's not in the suit, he still gives off a powerful message and presence as just Miles. And I love that. I love all the new Spider-Man that came through, especially, I don't know how to say his Spider-Man name, but the Indian Spider-Man. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I believe he's Indian, correct? If I'm wrong, let me know. No disrespect to any of that culture, but he was freaking awesome. I loved the way he does his webs and the way they do it with that, like that thing that you kind of do like a yo-yo. Once again, no disrespect, but it just reminds me of a yo-yo, but I know it's not what that is, but it might be though, but I'm almost certain it's not what it is. It looked like it's on a bangle, really, but the way he does his webs is so funky, so fire. You're gonna love that. I promise you that. It's really dope. He's a good character. Spider-Punk is an awesome character as well. They do real good with that. Oscar Isaac as 2099. Spider-Man 2099 is really good too. I mean, and I love Jessica Drew. Like, all the new Spider people were great, but my favorite, like I said, is the Indian Spider-Man. I thought he was dope, the dopest. Spider-Punk's up there though. He is up there, especially after I watched it a second time, because I watched it twice in one night. That's how much I love this film. Plus, I did low-key miss the first 5 minutes, so I had to watch it again to give a proper review. So I didn't miss anything at the beginning that would sway me one way or another, and actually made the movie even better for me when I saw it the second time. That it made me appreciate Spider-Punk even more. The movie is just, oh my goodness, man. It makes me smile so big, so wide. I love this movie from top to bottom. The writing is done to perfection. The movie is just a masterpiece, legit. I'm not bullshitting you now. You can take me to the bank on this one. This is a 10 out of 10. You're gonna love this film if you love Spider-Man, especially if you love Spider-Man. You're gonna love this film. Comedy is great because it comes from the characters. The characters are great because they're written so well, and something to keep you captivated because it looks so beautiful. I just love it top to bottom. The villains were great in this film, and you don't even really know who the villains are or how you feel about the villains, but they just level up throughout the film. I mean, there's villains, there are antagonists in this film. As you can tell from the trailers, that some of the Spider-Men are not feeling what's going on with what Miles is feeling, And when you find out why they feel the way they feel, it is just nuts, boy. This movie is so good. I cannot wait until the next one. I swear on everything, I can't wait till the next one. You won't believe what happens in this one. And once you find out what happens in this one, you're going to be like, oh my God, the next one's going to be nuts. Just going to be insane. I'm talking about in-game level craziness, and it's gonna be just because I can't expect nothing less. I mean, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was A++, and then this one, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, my SwagU grade for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse would have to be a solid A++. Like, you knew what it was before I said it. This movie is perfection on screen. The first one was perfect. The second one's a perfect. Can they go 3 for 3? I know they can, because my God, they ain't let me down yet. And this next one's gonna be nuts. Get your tickets now for this one and the next one. Hell, as soon as them tickets drop, I'm getting those. I cannot wait. But let me know how you feel about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in the comment section below. Also, let me know if you want me to do a spoiler review. I'd be happy to talk about some of the crazy stuff that happened in this film, because there's some twists and some turns and some oh my gods in this movie. But let me know in the comment section below. I'm happy to talk to you about it, or you can hit me up on the social media sites at the bottom. I would love to hear your thoughts. Also, let me know if after this review, did it bring your excitement through the roof, left it where it was at, or you're less excited now that you heard my review. Maybe you've seen some of my reviews before, you don't agree with me. I would love to hear all of that in the comment section below, the social media sites at the bottom. Also, if you like this review, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It helps with the channel. But if you didn't like it, I ain't tripping. Look at Jordan, I'm pimping into the next video. I love y'all 3000. I'll holla. Peace.